Unlike mammals on land that are born onto solid ground, a sperm whale is birthed into the open ocean, an abyss with no shelter, no protection, and an immediate need to breathe. Sperm whale mothers give birth in deep water, usually within the safety of their pods. But the moment a calf is pushed out of the womb, it faces an instant life-or-death struggle. It must reach the surface immediately to take its first breath. Unlike other marine mammals, sperm whales are born tail first, so the moment their heads emerge, they need oxygen. If the mother or another adult doesn't push the newborn to the surface in time, it can drown within minutes. Even if the calf makes it to the surface, it is far from safe. The ocean is filled with predators, and sperm whale calves are a prime target. Orcas, or killer whales, are one of the biggest threats. They hunt in coordinated pods and have been known to specifically target newborn sperm whales, ripping them apart while their helpless mothers try to fend them off. Unlike many other whales, sperm whale calves take a long time to grow. They depend on their mother's milk for nearly 2 years, and even after weaning, they are not fully capable of hunting on their own. This means that for the first several years of life, they are vulnerable, slow, and constantly dependent on others for survival. If a calf survives its first few months, it enters an equally terrifying phase, childhood. Sperm whale calves don't stay close to their mothers all the time. They play, explore, and practice diving, but every moment they are away is a moment they could be attacked. Orcas often work together to separate calves from their pods, using their intelligence to cut them off and overwhelm them. The only defense sperm whales have is forming a defensive ring, where adults create a wall around the calves, but this doesn't always work. In a pod, multiple calves might be feeding at the same time, but a mother only has so much milk to give. If there are multiple young ones in the pod, the stronger calves often push weaker ones aside, leading to malnourishment. This slow growth makes life even harder, prolonging their vulnerable years. A young sperm whale must start hunting on its own, but this is easier said than done. Their main prey is deep-sea squid, which live in near total darkness thousands of meters below. Catching these creatures requires echolocation, precise timing, and the ability to withstand intense water pressure, all skills that take years to master. Until they get it right, young whales often struggle to find enough food. Sperm whale pods can travel thousands of miles across the ocean. Young whales that can't keep up risk getting separated and lost, leading to starvation or becoming an easy meal for predators. Male sperm whales have one of the most depressing transitions in the animal kingdom. Around the age of 10, they are forced out of their pod. Unlike females who stay together for life in social groups, males are kicked out and must fend for themselves. Once a male reaches maturity, it must compete for the right to mate. Bulls fight aggressively, using their massive heads to ram each other, causing deep scars, broken teeth, and even internal injuries. Males often travel thousands of miles searching for females, only to be rejected if they are not strong enough. They live a life of constant movement, exhausting themselves in search of reproduction. As a sperm whale reaches middle age, its body begins to bear the scars of its harsh existence.
Many sperm whales are covered in scars from fights, predator attacks, and encounters with giant squid. Ships collide with them, pollution contaminates their food, and plastic waste clogs their digestive systems. With age, sperm whales lose the ability to dive as deep or hunt effectively. Their energy declines, and they begin to starve. A sperm whale's death is usually slow, either starving to death, being eaten alive by scavengers, or sinking into the abyss alone. A sperm whale doesn't get a peaceful death. If it beaches itself, it suffocates under its own weight. If it dies at sea, its body either gets eaten or sinks into the blackness, forgotten forever.